You walk into Walmart in 2026 looking for a TV, and every box on that wall looks like a deal. Bright yellow rollback tags, huge screens, prices that seem too good to argue with. Now drive 15 minutes down the road to Best Buy, and somehow every box there screams deal too. Blue tags this time, a salesperson hovering nearby. A slightly nicer showroom lighting rig making every panel look better than it will in your living room. Here's the part nobody tells you at either door. One of these stores is quietly steering you toward a TV that's built to hit a price, not to last. And the other one is betting you'll either pay a membership fee to unlock the good stuff, or walk out with an extended warranty stapled onto a TV you didn't need to protect in the first place. Once you understand how each store actually makes its money on a television, you will never walk into either one undecided again. This is Walmart versus Best Buy, the honest version, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which store to trust for which kind of TV, and exactly which two traps to walk straight past at each one. Let me be clear before we start. Neither store is bad. Both of them sell plenty of the same great televisions everyone else sells. Same panels, same brands, sometimes the exact same model number sitting on two different shelves 12 miles apart. And I'm going to tell you the specific situations where each store actually wins later in this video, because this isn't a hit piece on either one. But for the person who walks in without a plan, without a model number, trusting the store or the salesperson to look out for them, these two are playing completely different games with your money. And the gap between playing it smart and playing it blind is worth hundreds of dollars, and sometimes years of frustration with a TV that quietly gets worse every month you own it. So let's start with round one, the biggest difference of all. The brand each store nudges you toward the second you walk in without a plan. Walk into Walmart without a plan, and the store leans on two names, gently but constantly. Its own house brand, On, and the brand it now actually owns outright, Vizio. On is Walmart's in-house badge, and it exists for one reason: to hit an aggressive price point, not to last a decade in your living room. It looks perfectly fine in month one. The picture is bright, the setup is painless, you feel like you got away with something. Then month 4 rolls around, and the menus start to hesitate half a second longer than they used to. The apps take a beat to open. Motion smears just slightly on a fast scene during a Sunday game. And for a lot of people, especially older eyes, that lag becomes quietly exhausting to live with, even if they can't quite name what's bothering them. It's a perfectly fine screen for a guest room or a garage. It's a disappointing one for the room where your family actually spends every night. And then there's Vizio. And this is the part almost nobody realizes when they're standing in that aisle. Walmart bought Vizio outright. The scrappy, value-priced American brand that used to be an independent underdog is now a Walmart-owned product line, which means the store has every single incentive to push it at you over anything else on that wall. The margin stays in the family either way. And the reliability data on Vizio has not been kind. Independent reviewers have pulled recommendations on multiple Vizio models specifically over long-term reliability, and the pattern that shows up again and again isn't a dramatic dead on arrival screen. It's the slow poison. Streaming apps that start freezing around the 18-month mark, inputs that randomly drop a signal, a smart TV interface that crawls so badly by year 3 that you find yourself just leaving it on one input and using a streaming stick instead, quietly admitting the smart part of your smart TV has died first. Now flip over to Best Buy. Walk in without a plan, and the store leans on its own house brand too, one you've almost certainly seen and maybe even owned, Insignia. It's sold exclusively at Best Buy, and it's priced to look completely unbeatable sitting right next to the Samsung or Doug box beside it on the same shelf. Here's the part that genuinely surprised me when I dug into it. Insignia isn't even built by one consistent manufacturer year over year. It gets assembled by whichever contract factory wins that quarter's bid. Sometimes Hisense, sometimes a smaller Chinese OEM you've never heard of, with components sourced from wherever's cheapest that production run. You're not really buying a brand when you buy an Insignia. You're buying whoever happened to be the lowest bidder to slap that badge on a panel that month. Owner reports mirror exactly what Vizio owners describe. Apps that hang, remotes that lose their pairing and need to be resynced constantly, boards that fail right around the 3-year mark, conveniently, just outside the standard 1-year manufacturer warranty window. So here's the uncomfortable truth sitting underneath round 1. Both of these giant retailers are running the exact same playbook. Put the house brand front and center on the end cap, because every single dollar of margin on that box stays in-house instead of going to Samsung or LG or Sony. Neither store has a salesperson on the floor whose actual job is to gently steer you away from that house brand, because that TV is the store's own product. The commission structure, the floor placement, the price positioning, all of it points the same direction, toward the box that makes the store the most money, not the box that makes your living room the happiest in 3 years. Round 1 is a draw, and that's exactly the problem. Both of these stores are pointing an unsuspecting buyer straight at the riskiest television on the wall the moment you walk in without a plan already decided. Quick one before we go further, because I want to know who I'm actually talking to here. Are you a Walmart shopper? A Best Buy shopper? Or genuinely neither and you're just trying to figure this out for the first time? Drop it in the comments below. And if this is already changing how you'd walk into that store this weekend, hit like on this video. It's the single easiest way to push this in front of the next person about to grab the wrong box off the wall without knowing it. Now think for a second about what this actually does to the person standing in that aisle with no plan. At Walmart, the cheapest, most visible television on the wall is very often the exact one you should trust the least, and there's genuinely nobody on that floor whose job is to redirect you, because redirecting you on or off Vizio costs the store money. At Best Buy, it looks a little different on the surface because there are actual salespeople walking the floor, some of them genuinely knowledgeable and trying to help, but most floor staff work on some form of commission or spiff structure, meaning certain models, certain protection plans, certain memberships pay them more to sell than others. That's not automatically dishonest. But it does mean the helpful associate recommending a TV isn't a neutral party either. Their incentive and your incentive aren't perfectly aligned, even when they mean well. So even a first-time buyer who knows absolutely nothing about panels or refresh rates needs to understand this going in. Neither store's default recommendation is built purely around what's best for you. One store has no human filter at all and lets the shelf itself do the selling. The other has a human filter, but that filter has its own commission attached to it. You are not walking into either building as a blank slate being taken care of. You're walking in as a target, just with a slightly different sales mechanism aimed at you. Round 2, and this is where the two stores genuinely stop being twins. What happens after the sale when something actually goes wrong? Because every television, even a genuinely good one from a great brand, can fail. A power surge, a bad capacitor, a panel defect that only shows up under certain lighting. This is where the two stores are not even playing the same sport. Buy a TV at Walmart, and your safety net out of the gate is thin. The standard return window on a television is short, typically around 30 days, and once that window closes, you're completely on your own unless you specifically paid extra for a separate all-state protection plan added at the register during checkout. So think about what that actually means. The cheapest, riskiest brands on the floor, ON and Vizio, the exact two most likely to develop that slow poison of app freezes and dropped inputs by year 2 or 3, come bundled with the least built-in protection of anything in the store, unless you pay more on top to specifically ensure the thing the reliability data already told you was a gamble. You're paying extra to cover the riskier purchase. That's backwards, and it's backwards on purpose, because the protection plan is its own separate profit center for the store. Now, Best Buy. The return window here is a little more forgiving than Walmart's on paper, but the real protection, the thing that actually matters when your TV dies in year 3, is Geek Squad coverage, and that is still a separate purchase stacked directly on top of the TV's price at checkout, exactly like Walmart's Allstate add-on. On a $1,500 old, a multi-year Geek Squad plan can run you well over $100 extra, sometimes closer to $200 depending on the term length. Unless, and this is the twist, you already pay for a Total Tech membership. Total Tech runs right around $200 a year, and it bundles in a meaningful chunk of protection coverage, price matching against other retailers including Walmart, free delivery and standard installation that would otherwise cost you close to $100 on a big screen, and round-the-clock tech support on basically anything electronic you own, not just what you bought at Best Buy. Which means Best Buy isn't handing you a better safety net for free out of the goodness of its heart. It's selling you a subscription that makes its safety net worth having. It's the exact same trick Walmart is running with that register upsell, just repackaged as an annual membership instead of a one-time checkout add-on. So here's the honest verdict on round 2. Neither store hands you real protection for nothing. Walmart sells you the risky brand, then sells you the protection separately, hoping you skip it and just gamble. Best Buy sells you a subscription that quietly makes its protection, its price matching, and its delivery service worth the annual fee. But only if you actually use enough of those perks to justify $200 a year. If you buy one TV every 5 years and nothing else electronic in between, that math almost never closes in your favor. That's the whole war between these two stores in one sentence. Walmart nickel and dimes you at the register. Best Buy asks you to subscribe to a relationship first. Before I show you the actual televisions worth buying at each store, hit subscribe for honest, no-hype TV breakdowns, because I do this every single week, and next up is the exact model at each store I'd point almost anyone toward, prices included. And the first pick genuinely might be the best value sitting on either sales floor right now. So here's what actually clears the bar once you filter out the house brand noise. Best Buy pick number 1. For the everyday buyer who wants real picture quality without gambling on the brand. A mid-range mini LED set from TCL or Hisense, typically landing somewhere in the $600 to $800 range for a 65-inch model depending on the week and the sales cycle. This is a real mini LED panel with local dimming, the actual spec that separates a genuinely good picture. Deep blacks in a night scene, punchy highlights in a bright afternoon match. From a flat, glowing, gray edge lit panel like the ones Insignia and On are built around. If you already carry a Total Tech membership, or you're buying enough other electronics this year to justify grabbing one, this pick gets even better, because Best Buy will price match this exact model against Walmart or Amazon on the spot, and you get free delivery and setup thrown in, which alone is worth close to $100 on a big screen. Who it's for? Someone who already shops Best Buy regularly enough that the membership pays for itself across the year. Who should skip it? A one-time buyer who'd be paying $200 just to unlock a discount on a single television. Because at that point, you've erased the savings before you've even plugged the thing in. Best Buy pick number 2. For the person who wants the single best picture in the room and plans to keep this TV a full decade. The LG C Series OLED, usually sitting somewhere around $1,400 to $1,500 for the 65-inch size, sometimes lower during a holiday sale window. Perfect blacks because every pixel makes its own light, near perfect viewing from any seat in the room, and the full gaming feature set that a modern console or a gaming PC actually wants to talk to. Here's the specific reason I'd point you to Best Buy over Walmart for this one. OLED is exactly where Best Buy's open box inventory genuinely earns its keep. A certified open box old, meaning someone bought it, returned it unused or barely used, and Best Buy fully inspected and repackaged it, will regularly run $200 to $300 less than a brand new unit of the exact same model. And it still carries a return window and often still qualifies for Geek Squad coverage. That's real money back in your pocket on a premium purchase, and it's an advantage Walmart simply doesn't have an equivalent to at this scale. Who it's for? Someone watching in a normal to dim room keeping this set for a decade who actually notices the difference OLED makes. Who should skip it? A bright, sun-flooded living room where OLED's advantage over a good mini LED barely registers and you're paying a real premium for a difference you'll rarely see. Best Buy pick number 3, for the person who wants the biggest screen the room can physically hold. A 75 to 85-inch mini LED, often from TCL, Hisense, or Samsung, frequently landing in the $1,100 to $1,500 range for the 75-inch size, depending on the sale calendar. At this size, brightness and raw screen area beat everything else on the spec sheet, and OLED stops making financial sense entirely because a giant OLED panel costs 3 to 5 times as much for the same footprint. Best Buy's in-home repair service actually matters more here than on any other pick on this list, because a failed 85-inch panel is the single most expensive mistake you can make in this entire category, and having someone come to your house to fix or replace it instead of hauling an 85-inch box back into a store is not a small convenience. It's the difference between an easy fix and a genuine ordeal. Who it's for? A bigger room, seating far enough back to actually appreciate a screen this size. Who should skip it? A small living room where an 85-inch set stops feeling immersive and starts feeling like a wall you're forced to scan back and forth. Measure your room before you fall in love with the number on the box. Walmart pick number 1, and honestly the strongest single value pick on either sales floor, for the buyer who already knows exactly what they want. A name brand mid-tier set, Samsung, Hisense, or TCL, bought with the model number already locked in before you ever walk through the door, completely ignoring ON and Vizio on your way to find it. Walmart's price on that exact same name brand model is frequently lower than Best Buy's sticker price on the identical unit, because Walmart doesn't need a $200 a year membership subscription baked into its math to hit an aggressive number. Its lower overhead just shows up directly in the price tag instead of behind a paywall. If you walk in decided, Walmart's leaner cost structure works entirely in your favor instead of against you. Walmart pick number 2, for the smaller room or the secondary television where you genuinely don't need a decade of perfect picture. A basic 32 to 43-inch on or budget tier set for a kitchen, a bedroom, or a kid's room. Bought fully aware that it's disposable and you're fine with that. At this size, for this job, even on is a completely defensible purchase. Because you're not chasing a decade-long relationship with this screen, you just need something that streams cartoons reliably for 2 or 3 years. The mistake only happens when you carry that same throwaway logic over to the main television, the one your whole family watches every single night, and let the cheapest option on the wall make a 10-year decision for you by accident. Now, in the name of staying honest, because the honest channel has to call out its own favorite picks too, here are 2 traps worth walking straight past at each store, even on the recommendations I just gave you. At Best Buy, Skip the Totaltech exclusive bundle deals on premium sets unless you were already going to be a member anyway. The picture on the TV inside that bundle is identical to the standalone unit sitting 3 feet away. You're essentially paying the membership fee forward, and the store is letting you call it a discount. Run the actual math before you sign up in the checkout line under pressure, because that math rarely closes in your favor if this is genuinely a one-time purchase. At Best Buy, also be careful with in-store financing offers on TVs, the no interest if paid in full within 18 months style promotions. They're not inherently a scam, but miss the payoff date by even one billing cycle, and retroactive interest can apply to the entire original balance, not just the remaining amount, turning a good deal into a genuinely expensive one overnight. If you use it, set a calendar reminder for 30 days before the deadline, not the deadline itself. At Walmart, skip the extended in-store credit card promotional offers pushed at the register when you're buying a TV, the ones bundling a store card sign-up with an instant discount on that specific purchase. The upfront discount is real, but it's designed to get a new revolving credit line opened in a moment of excitement, not to genuinely save you money long-term. And it shows up as a hard inquiry on your credit either way. And at Walmart, be skeptical of rollback pricing on the house brands specifically. A rollback tag on a name brand Samsung or LG genuinely does mean a real temporary price cut. A rollback tag on or Vizio is frequently just the store's own product being marked against its own inflated everyday price, meaning the discount is somewhat manufactured because Walmart controls both numbers on that particular box. So when does Walmart actually win outright? Two specific situations, and I promised you the honest version, so here they are. First, if you already know the exact model you want, you refuse to pay for any kind of membership, and you're not chasing open box or in-home repair perks, Walmart will often match or beat Best Buy's price with zero subscription required. Full stop. Second, if you need a TV today, right now, and the nearest Best Buy involves a real drive across town while Walmart is 5 minutes away, a good TV bought conveniently this afternoon genuinely beats a slightly better TV you keep meaning to go get next weekend and never do. And when does Best Buy clearly win? If you're spending real money. OLED, high-end mini LED, anything north of $1,000. Best Buy's open box inventory, its in-home repair service for the big panels, and its willingness to price match Walmart directly on the spot make it the genuinely safer place to put that kind of money, especially if a Totaltech membership already pays for itself across the other electronics you buy in a given year, your phone accessories, your headphones, your next laptop. Here's the membership math worked out plainly, because it's the objection that stops most people from even doing this comparison properly. Totaltech costs right around $200 annually. If price matching and free delivery alone save you $80 to $100 on one big screen purchase, and you use even one Geek Squad support call across the year for something else you own, a laptop, a phone, a router, the membership has functionally paid for itself before your TV has even been mounted on the wall. If you're buying exactly one television and nothing else electronic this year or next, skip it entirely and just shop the sale price as a non-member instead, because that math simply doesn't close. One more thing almost nobody checks at either store: price adjustment policies. If a television you just bought drops in price within a certain window after your purchase, both retailers will often refund you the difference if you ask, sometimes automatically if you paid with certain credit cards, sometimes only if you call or go back in with your receipt. Set a calendar reminder for 2 weeks out after any TV purchase over $500 and just check the current price. It takes 90 seconds and it has genuinely saved viewers of this channel real money. So the verdict: fast. on everything we covered today. On the brands each store steers you toward with no plan, it's a dud heat. Walmart owns Vizio and pushes on. Best Buy pushes an inconsistently manufactured insignia, and both exist purely to protect margin, not your living room. On the safety net after the sale, it's close, but Best Buy edges ahead only if you're already a Total Tech member who uses the perks. If you're not, Walmart's simpler. No subscription math is actually more honest about what you're paying for. On the actual televisions worth buying, a mid-range mini LED and the LG C-Series Old are the strongest picks at Best Buy, especially with membership perks stacked on top, while a name brand set bought, decided, and in advance is the single strongest value play at Walmart. Walmart wins outright when you already know your model and want zero subscription attached. Best Buy wins outright when you're spending real money on a premium set and you're already getting value from Total Tech elsewhere in your life. The rule that protects you walking into either building is the same rule it's always been. Never walk in undecided. Decide the model and the brand before you go. Let the store's actual price and actual policy compete for your money instead of letting the shelf or the salesperson choose for you. If this just saved you from grabbing the wrong box off the wall this weekend, that's your cue to hit like right now. It costs you nothing and it tells the algorithm to push this in front of the next person about to walk into the wrong aisle. Next on the channel, the biggest TV buying mistakes of 2026, the 10 that quietly cost people hundreds of dollars, counting down to the one almost everybody makes without realizing it.